Well, good morning. We are in beautiful Perdana Botanical Gardens. I love coming here to have a good morning walk and just kind of get going, get the blood moving in me. Man, I love Kuala Lumpur. What a place to get up and just enjoy every day. Beautiful walks, really modern city, clean city. So many sights and sounds here. Today in this video, I'm going to take you out on the town later this evening. I'm going to show you a little bit of the nightlife, and I'm going to show you what I like to do as far as just sort of relaxing out in town. But also, we're going to have a good conversation today. We're going to talk about why I stopped arguing with people. Why did I stop arguing with people? What was the reason why I realized that I was literally wasting my time and energy arguing with people? No more. I don't waste my time and I don't waste my energy having arguments, whether it be in person or online. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly why I made that change and how good it has made me feel and changed my life for the better. We're also going to get ourselves a great bite to eat. You better believe that. We are in a foodie city. Kuala Lumpur is for people that love food. Okay, we've got a lot to talk about and a lot to see in this video. Let's get started.
Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack, that is what we do here. Subscribe and come along with Retire and Go.
One of the first things that I asked myself when I decided I'm done with arguments, and I have actually taught these ideas, by the way, to my children. It wasn't just something I came up with, and it wasn't something I just kind of kept close hold in my heart. I made sure that my children also understood my position on arguing so that they actually gained some knowledge and experience from this. The first thing that I realized is the person that I'm arguing with, can they even understand my argument? In other words, today we live in information bubbles. We live in these bubbles of knowledge that come to us from certain websites, certain news agencies, certain sites where people type paragraphs and do 30-second blurbs of knowledge. And there's a lot of disinformation out there. So if I'm going to be discussing a point, does this person that I'm arguing with even understand where I'm coming from? Do they have any background knowledge on this argument? That's no different than if I'm just talking to a wall. They don't understand the argument that I'm having. And do I really want to sit and just keep going back and forth? All we do is just create anger and create just resentment for each other. It's not worth it, and it's not how I want to live my life. So one of the first things that I learned about arguments is that quite often, especially today, we're arguing with someone who can't even understand my position. And it's better just to walk away from that and just realize we're never going to meet eye to eye on this. If you want to sit and waste your time and energy on that, I'll tell you right now, I don't. I have a good life to live. I'm going to stay healthy. I'm going to travel. I'm going to keep investing. I'm going to treat others with kindness. And I'm going to treat my family with love. And I'm not going to waste my time with arguing with somebody who doesn't even come close to even understanding the background and information that I have on a subject. I'm not here to argue and waste my time with someone like that. I'm moving on. So that's the first reason why I don't argue with people.
There are so many different snacks and meals and desserts to try. This was an absolute amazing find. All these different spices put together. I couldn't even begin to imagine the name of all these different spices that are all put together, and it looks like some dried vegetables and all sorts of things that are put together, then wrapped up in an edible leaf. And it costs basically less than $1. And you just pop it right in your mouth. They put a little honey and a little sort of like jam on it.
I'll direct to eat. I'll try. Should I try one now? I can try one? Yep. Okay. Oh my goodness. Many different spices, yeah?
Yes.
All right, let me try it out. I just put it right in my mouth, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mm. Mm-hmm. all these different flavors and spices together. Many different spices. Wow. I've never tasted anything like that in my life. What are they called?
Huh?
What's the name of this?
It's a tripod.
Tripod.
Yeah, tripod.
That's totally different than anything I've ever tasted. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, welcome.
Here's the next thought about arguments and debates and criticism. I ask myself, and I've taught this to my kids as well, the person that I'm taking this criticism from, the person I'm debating with, the person I'm arguing with, would I ever take advice from them? Would I ever want to trade places with them? This goes back to the old idea of surround yourself with people that you want to be like. If someone is going to criticize me, if someone is going to argue with me, I ask myself, would I ever take advice from you? If the answer is no, I really don't want to hear your argument and I really don't need your criticism. So I'll just remove it from my life. I'm going to take criticism and I'm going to take a good sit-down conversation with somebody that I would take advice from because I admire their life. I admire what they've accomplished and I admire the direction that they're heading in. That's important to me. I'm not going to allow myself to be criticized and allow myself to get into an argument with someone that I don't admire, someone that I don't feel even lives a life that I would rather live. That's just not me. Would I take advice from that person? I don't know. Maybe I would. And if I would, I'll tell you what, I'll listen to them. You better believe it. If I would take advice from them because I admire the way that they live and what they've accomplished in their life, I'll listen. I'll listen quietly and I'll take in the information. But if not, no thanks.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Look at this restaurant. It's like put up with tarps and like tents and corrugated metal in an alleyway, literally between two buildings. You want to know something? It's going to be some of the tastiest food you're going to grab. This is a great way to grab some lunch. You just serve yourself. I get like 2 or 3 different kinds of chicken, some different curry chickens. This is a barbecued one, and I always say, go back and get an extra scoop of that sauce. Don't just take the meat dry. All the side dishes and the whole meal with Coke Zero, everything comes up to like $6. This is what I do instead of rice. I'm doing these little stewed potatoes.
Okay, that's really good. I enjoyed that. That was tasty.
This chicken, this beef, this roti.
Okay.
Friendly people working here, they have no trouble showing me how it's all made.
Separate plate? Yeah, it's a good idea. Maybe separate plate, yeah. And then what is that one right there? Right here. Samosa?
Samosa.
Yep. I'll try one of those. Thank you. Okay. Oh, man. That's great.
Other drinks?
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero.
This one. Yep.
Social media is very popular in Southeast Asia and especially here in Kuala Lumpur. Everybody is filming like for their own social media. So when I start filming like this, there's really very little pushback. It's almost like even the older patrons that are eating around me, they're just like, whatever. Because it's so common these days that people have their camera out and filming. It's really an interesting time. But what a great meal. I got a nice samosa and a roti, multiple kinds of chicken, $6 for this meal. Delicious. You know, in retirement, this is the way I want to live. This is the way I want to eat when I travel, trying the local foods. And a little shop like this, unexpected, perfect. By the way, Malaysia is pretty amazing how so many people speak English here. There's no doubt.
It's interesting, you know, eating this style where you put all the different foods together. This is actually very common for my home state of Hawaii. This is a very common way to eat. And there was a time when I used to be able to get what we call a plate lunch with many different options on it. And it would be about $6, which is what the meals are here. So it's like going back in time and getting a chance to eat really good meals for a decent price. And it makes it affordable in retirement that I can actually go out and have a really good meal, a meal that, you know, stands out with all these different flavors and all these different side options of vegetables on the side for a price that I can afford. Thank you guys very much. Thank you. We appreciate it. Delicious, very good. Look at how beautiful this area is right here. Woo. Oh man, what a walkway. Little babbling brook running right through that walkway. That's so nice. When I am in any type of a back and forth discussion or debate, or God forbid, any type of argument, and why I just decided it's just not for me anymore. It's not serving me, it's not serving them, and it's not serving the subject. Is when I am in that situation, I use empathy. I try to think how they are seeing the position. And then I also try to use critical thought. That way I'm not just using my position, whatever it might be, for the discussion, but I'm thinking critically on the subject itself. And what I realize is most people don't use either one. They don't empathize and they don't use critical thought. So the third thing that I came up with is, does winning this argument even matter? Think about that. Does it matter even if I win? And the reality is, in many cases, it doesn't. It's not going to change the subject. You're not going to convince them. They probably won't convince me. It's an exercise in futility. The way that I looked at it is, it's trying to fight a fire by throwing wood at it. It's just not going to work, okay? It doesn't mean that people can't change their position. What it means is most people are going into arguments without empathy, without critical thought, and they don't want to change their position. And I'm not going to waste my energy on that anymore. I'm just going to remove it from my life.
But something I'm adding into my life is a nice cigar. That's right. I'm taking you downtown to The Don. This is a great cigar shop, and they have a beautiful lounge inside.
I love it. You guys have the most beautiful cigar room. I love it. I love it. Love it. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that. New to try.
Okay, sure, sure. You want something strong?
Is it? This is the darker one here, the Maduro.
This one is Maduro.
I do like the Connecticut shade. Let's see what it's got. Oh, it's got some. Okay. Can't go wrong with that. That's what I'm talking about right there. Look at that. Okay. That's AJ Fernandez. All right. Perfect. Thank you.
So, you want me to cut it for function?
Yes.
They will cut and light and get that cigar all prepared for you. Very professional service. I love it.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Whew, that's great.
Long days filming and editing. I have to remember I'm retired. I need to take a little break for myself sometimes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Or so says the guy who is filming it, right? Yeah, a little maker's mark on the rocks. A nice quality cigar. Yes, please. Perfect. The Don is close to restaurants. It's walking distance to the beautiful Petronas Towers. And basically, you know, it's a chance to kind of chill out. A lot of times when I'm having a cigar, it gives me a chance to think. It gives me a chance to reflect on what's going on the next few days or weeks. Just think about life.
Thank you so much.
One last walk down in the evening before I head back to see the beautiful towers, of course. By the way, if you're considering traveling the way that I do, as a nomad or however, and you're worried about travel, healthcare, insurance, check out the first link in my description. It will give you more information on travel, healthcare, insurance.
I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. Today we got a chance to talk about why I stopped arguing with people online and in person. I don't waste my time and energy on it anymore. We also got a chance to see a little bit of Kuala Lumpur in the evening and what I like to do to relax. Are you interested in this lifestyle? Traveling the world with one backpack as a minimalist? If you are, like and subscribe to the video and come with. If you want to know the equipment I carry in that backpack, there are links in the description for all of it. There's also a link in the description for my new book, The Traveler and the Bard. Okay, I'm gonna finish my walk and just relax and enjoy myself. Thanks for coming along today. We'll talk again soon. Aloha.
In the heart of Little India, one cat, a legend unknown to most, stands alone to defend the innocent. A fierce battle cat, ready to strike at a moment's notice, defending those who can't defend themselves. The mad ninja attack cat of Little India, Kuala Lumpur. The objective of this shot was to reach over and grab the cigar, and I wanted two things. I didn't want anybody walking by, and I didn't want it to have no traffic in the back. I wanted the traffic lights going by. So I tried again and again and again, take after take, to reach over, grab the cigar, and try to do it when there's nobody walking by. And then when I got it, there would be no traffic going. I'd be like, oh, so I wanted to get that dual look, you know? And so we tried again, and we tried again and again. You know, see, that time there was nobody walking, but there was no traffic going by. Again, like no traffic. All right, just wait. Okay, this time, grab it. There's traffic. Nobody's walking by. And I can have myself as a... That's all just to get one, like 3-second shot.